Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Oh my gosh. These weeks just cycling past so fast. I can't believe it's Thursday again. But happy Thursday. How are you? I hope you're having a great week. For you guys that are in any of those states across kind of this diagonal in the US right now that are experiencing this craziness, I hope you're staying safe. I hope that you're managing to do everything that you can to make it through this. I hope that we're seeing people coming out the other side of it because it's truly devastating. But please know that I'm sending my love and my thoughts to you. However, of a comfort that may be, probably not much, but I'm thinking about you, okay? All right, so I wanted to come in here and for us to chat today very, very briefly. It's going to be less than 10 minutes, talking about what is up there in that caption. Sometimes we have to choose the path of most resistance. That's not the party line, right? That's not what we necessarily want to hear. That's not the cool thing to say. It's much easier to be like, choose the path of least resistance to have an easy life. But here's the thing that I know to be true. So through the processes that I've shared with you so much about my story and my transformation and the change process that I'm still in, I really think that 2021 is even more of a chrysalis kind of year for me. Of really just putting my head down and just doing the things to create the kind of change in my life that I want to have. But one thing that I know to be true through all the years of going through this stuff is that what you seek lies on the other side of what you fear. That's not mine. I heard that somewhere. What you seek lies on the other side of what you fear. So let me give you a practical example. My relationship with food. We've talked about that a lot, right? My relationship with food, how it's been very negative, eating disorder kind of history, everything that's come out of that. Breaking that cycle, breaking that bond, breaking those chains, and I'm going to be dramatic about my language because, well, if you deal with any of that, then you understand what I'm saying. Has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I've moved an ocean away from my family. I've started 2 businesses as a woman that has no business doing that. I've thrived out of being a single parent, wrong side of the tracks, living off government benefits household. I've overcome a lot and been through a lot, and there's a lot in my history that I don't share. But breaking that relationship, that hold that food had on me has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But here's what I've discovered. This thing that I was constantly bumping up against, that was so hard for me, that I didn't see a way through, that I thought this was how my life was going to be because I just couldn't get through it. Now that it's not there, holy shit. What more am I actually capable of? And that's the real magic, okay? When I talk about overcoming these relationships with food, getting control of your health, getting control of your well-being, finally keeping the commitments you've made to yourself, finally following through on those promises you made to yourself. When I talk about all that stuff, you may look at it through a lens of losing weight, getting stronger, fitting in those jeans, being bikini ready for the summer, which is all great, right? But what it's really about is understanding just how strong you are, just how resilient you are, just how much bullshit you can get through, make it out the other side, and then your world completely opens up. Because now you don't have the excuse that I'm not strong enough. Now you don't have the excuse of, I've tried all the things and it doesn't work for me. Once you know, you can't pretend you know, right? And that's something that came up in our client call actually last week. Every week I have a group call with my client community. And last week's call, we were talking about what we've learned about our capacity for growth. And one of my amazing ladies shared that she was having such a shit day, bad, bad day, but she had to get through it. There was nobody else there that could help her get through the things that she was working through. She just had to get through it. And she realized that she has an unlimited capacity for growth, an unlimited capacity for strength, an unlimited capacity to figure it out. And I said to her, so now you know, you can't pretend you don't know. No more can you fall back on those old excuses or those old beliefs of I can't do it. So when I say choose the path of most resistance, I'm talking about being persistent when you come up against this, wherever that is. If it's in your health, your relationships, your career, your lifestyle, anything, any area of your life where change is what you seek, I dare you to seek the path of most resistance. When you hit this barrier, like that first time when it's not fun for you to wake up and do a workout. That first time when you get those cravings and all you've got in your mind is chocolate, 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 eat the chocolate, eat the chocolate. Instead of giving in, as you've always done up until now, otherwise you wouldn't have dissatisfaction in this area, right? Instead of giving in, as you usually do, instead of hitting snooze and not doing the workout, instead of going to the store and buying that chocolate, instead of being an asshole to your kids or your husband, instead of like all the things that you usually fall back on when you hit that resistance, how about you just keep doing that? Keep pushing through it. Make a different choice than the one you've made in the past. Is it easy? No. Get that out of your head right now. And I think that's something that we've done ourselves a huge disservice as a community, especially with the rise of social media. Like we see everybody hashtag nailing life out there, you know, we just get a glimpse into the highlight reel. So we think it's easy for them. Oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me because I struggle. There's something wrong with me because this is so hard. No, it's hard for everybody. It's a struggle for everybody. They just don't share all of that stuff. So when you hit this resistance, it's not because you suck. It's not because you can't do it. It's not because this clearly isn't for you. It's because on the other side of this is everything you've always wanted. So push through the resistance. Say no to the craving. Get up and get that workout done. Say no to the person at work that makes you feel like shit when they talk to you a particular way. Tell them, call them out on that BS. Say no to the things in your mind that tell you you don't deserve the kind of lifestyle or life that you want to create. Say no to the voices inside your head that tell you that you can't be, do, have X, Y, and Z thing. Push through that resistance. Choose that hard path, because on the other side of that choice is everything you want. It's that simple. Again, it's not easy, but it is that simple. And one of the things that is a game changer for me of being able to stay in this resistance, because don't get it twisted, sis, like I'm right here. My resistance every day. There's some bullshit in my brain every day that tells me I can't do it. And every day I'm here. So I'm up against the resistance all the time. And the thing that keeps me here, not choosing the easy path, which is to go backwards, the thing that keeps me pushing forwards is working on that mental. Reading things, listening to things, working on how I talk to myself, the belief system that I have, the limiting beliefs that I have, the old stories that were formulated through my past, things that people told me I was worth, the ways that I allowed people to treat me, the things that happened to me in my childhood. All that stuff is still in here telling me, Sabrina, you're not strong enough to get through this. Sabrina, you don't deserve it. Sabrina, you can't do it. Sabrina, you don't matter. I choose to stay in that resistance, but the only way I do that is by rewriting that narrative. I listen to audiobooks, listen to podcasts. I read a lot to help me reframe it and rework it. And then I talk it out. A lot of what I share with you is kind of like a therapy session for me because I talk it out, you know? So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I hope this has served you in some kind of way. Give it a thumbs up if it did. Maybe share it with somebody if you think they would benefit from hearing it. If you're listening to this on YouTube, maybe you would like to subscribe to my channel. I would love that. But let's continue the conversation. Please comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know how this speaks to you, how it serves you, and we can just connect. I would love that. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Take care of you and keep choosing that path of most resistance, okay? Bye, guys.